Do you feel like the person that you met was the catalyst to your awakening?
Yes, it kind of pushed me into it. Definitely.
And see, that's the thing. I talk about the twin flame journey, often on my channel, and a lot of people feel
that's
like
what attracted me to you was that. Yeah.
A lot of people feel like this is the person that you're supposed to be with, and everybody's story is different. A lot of us, our twins, were catalysts to our awakening, and that was their job. Their job was to awaken us to the highest version of ourselves. Pretty much, mirror to us the things that we needed to work on. Self-love, self-respect, boundaries, just your power, standing firm, healing any trauma, abandonment issues, just things that we had pretty much been suppressing. Nobody triggers that energy in you that need and that want to heal like a twin flame.
Nobody.
But it's so easy to get lost. It's so easy to get lost in twin flame land, wanting union, wanting a physical union. But a lot of people don't know that sometimes union with your counterpart is actually like on the inside, where when your masculine and your feminine come into union within. When you are balanced, you balance out your masculine and your feminine energy. That's that's actually union with your counterpart, union with yourself.
Yes. And I've been learning that. Now it's like, oh, that's what they mean when they say love yourself, being in love with yourself.
Yes, that's right. That's right. But some people do actually have physical union. I'm not saying that it'll never happen, but I'm just saying, like, by the end of a good twin flame journey, you will be a self-loving savage. Okay.
Definitely.
It was 1616 when I said that.
The easy ones actually get the easy journey and go into union, but the rest of us get to go through. But I would, if I could go back, I wouldn't change it, because where I am today is wonderful. It's just so awesome. To actually love me and to be at peace and to be grounded and to know how to ground myself, to take my spiritual bath.
Right.
It's just, ooh.
And you know something? Like, I feel the same way. Like, I embrace every part of my journey. Everything, the good, the bad, the betrayals, just everything. Wait a minute, something in my eye. Yeah, all of it is absolutely necessary to our awakening. When our divine masculine meets our divine feminine within ourselves, we are in complete and total union.
Ooh, that was the hard part for me. Yeah. You know how many men or how many people would tell me, like, why are you acting like a man? Why are you doing it? And I really never understood. I thought it was just because I was raised by women. My mom was a single woman. I'm like, girl, that didn't really have nothing to do with it. It was just, I needed to balance out them two sides and myself.
And we have both. I talked about it the other day. I was like, we have both. We have masculine and we have feminine energy, and depending on our journey and our trauma, is pretty much what we lean towards the most. So, like,
you gotta know which one to pull out your pocket.
You gotta know. Women who are over feminine tend to not speak up for themselves. They don't have a voice. Men that are over masculine tend to be very aggressive, very dominant. Just that energy is kind of uncomfortable from both ends, not just from the man, but from the woman as well. Like, it's just important to have complete balance, for men to be balanced, and as far as women as well. The best thing I could have done was started balancing out my masculine and my feminine energy. And That is when you are in true divine feminine status, true divine masculine emperor energy, when you can embrace your divine feminine, not just physically, but you can embrace it within, and you can embrace your divine masculine within. You embrace both, and you know when to use them, you know.
Girl, that you just said something right there. You should talk about that on your channel, really, because I felt that in my soul. I'm like, girl, that's amazing. And even though when you just say it, until you go through it, some people really still don't even know what you mean. But when you saying it to me, I'm like, oh yes. Both sides is like, yes.
Yes.
Hugging each other.
And you know something? I personally feel like a physical union with the true twin flame connection, if it's written in the Akashic records, right? If it's written for the twins to actually experience a physical union, that within itself will only happen once both counterparts have found complete wholeness within themselves. Both counterparts have to balance out masculine and feminine energy. If you got the divine feminine who has done the work and she has balanced out her masculine and her feminine energy, so she's a go-getter, she's driven, she's ambitious, you know, but she's also loving, nurturing, kind, soft, you know, then you got this masculine energy who is strictly masculine energy, right? So he's not that nurturing, he's not that kind, he's not that understanding, he's not that patient, you know, he lack empathy. Then it's not going to work. That's going to be a setup for disaster. Both counterparts have to come into union with themselves first.
You're so right. I experienced that today. You are so right. That is so right. Yeah, I was talking to myself today at Starbucks. I went to a guy I grew up with. He was coming through town because he drops picks up. He's a transporter, like for Amazon, and he goes from state to state. And he stopped through, and I just saw that in him, and I'm like, and you know how people act like they want to be your friend, but I could tell that he still was trying to holler, like holler. It's like it's not there. You know what I mean? Because I didn't see that from him. He was trying to open a door and do stuff, and I'm like, he just acting like that because he could feel my energy. He's not there all the way. I'm like, man, this is not gonna work.
Listen,
thank you for the coffee and the pumpkin bread, but
you have to be extremely careful when you are a divine feminine, like not just divine masculines, because you know there are more divine masculines out there besides your divine masculine, but true divine feminine energy is very, very magnetic. It's very noticeable. It's like I call it that Erykah Badu. Okay, that Erykah Badu. All right, have them changing their life, changing their beliefs. You know, going vegan.
Girl, because the people inside of Starbucks was looking at him and they knew he was uncomfortable. And I was trying to look around the walls and act like I was looking at the stuff in the store. I was like,
you gotta be careful with that energy. You can't put it